Hi, my name's Kelsey, and I started working with Lindsay because I was overwhelmed and stressed out and anxious, and I felt like nothing was working in my favor, and I was willing to do anything at that point. In just a few short calls, I feel like I've tackled, being more calm at work, being able to get more done at work because I'm less anxious. Lindsay really pushes you to question yourself and make you think things differently. She helps you see a different side, and literally within weeks my whole mindset has changed. If you've tried literally everything, which I feel I've tried literally everything. I've tried therapists, I've tried talking to my own best friend, I've tried talking to coworkers, I've tried talking to a supervisor, I've tried literally everything. If you don't want to make that investment and help yourself, then you're going to be stuck in the same old habits. Honestly, I feel within these last 3 weeks that I've worked with Lindsay that I've felt the most calm and relaxed than I've ever felt in years of my whole entire life. And it's a total game changer.
How many times have you thought about quitting your job and starting a new life? Hey, I'm Lindsay, the girl who actually did that. And now I'm on a mission to change the 9-to-5 narrative that dreading Monday and working for the weekend is normal and acceptable. My goal is to help you see your potential beyond your credentials, gain clarity on what it means to live life on your own terms, and build the confidence to go after your dream career. I'm here to prove to you that it's possible for you to do work you love, make a positive impact on the world, make even more money than you're making right now, and live a deeply fulfilling life. So let's dive in. Hello, my loves. I had to include that testimonial from my amazing client, Kelsey. If you are someone who experiences a lot of stress and anxiety in your life, at work, life coaching is the answer for you, sis. And I talked a lot about this in my last episode, so if you haven't listened to that one, go listen to that one first. In today's episode, I want to kind of expand more on the thought work model and how you can apply it to other areas of your life. But just a reminder that I do offer a free de-stress coaching session. So if you're experiencing a lot of stress at work, I'm here for you. And I'm going to leave the link in the show notes. It's lindsayhanson.com/de-stress if you would like to book a free session. Otherwise, let's dive into today's episode. Hello, my loves. This is sort of a part 2 to this week's podcast. So if you listen to this week's podcast, I talked about the life coaching model, the thought work framework that I use on myself and with my clients. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into that and give you some more examples of how this practically works in real life and how you can use this model to experience less stress in your life and more happiness, more joy. So here's the thing. Everything that we do or don't do in our lives, we do to try to either create or avoid a feeling, right? So it always comes back to how we think we're going to feel when something does or doesn't happen. Like, you don't want to lose weight, for example, just to lose weight. You want to lose weight because you think you'll be happier at a different weight. You think that you'll feel more confident once you lose weight. It's about how you're going to feel when it happens. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship just to be in a relationship. You want to be in a relationship because you think that you'll be happier. You think that you'll feel loved, feel supported, whatever it is, however it is you think you're going to feel in that relationship. You don't want more money just to have more money, right? You want more money because you think it's going to make you happier, that the things you're going to do with that money are going to make you happy, that you'll feel more secure, more stable, whatever the feelings are. You're only ever doing something or wanting to do something or not do something because of how you think it's going to make you feel. And you either want to create positive emotions or avoid negative emotions. And when we worry about something, we're worried about something happening because we're worried about how we're going to feel when it happens. So, the hilarious irony of all of this is that by worrying about something happening, we're creating the feeling that we're literally trying to avoid. We're creating stress and we're creating anxiety by worrying about something that we don't want to happen because it will make us feel stressed out, right? So a perfect example of this is a situation that happened with one of my clients. So one of my clients noticed that every day at work, she would feel really anxious at lunchtime. And I was like, that's really interesting. Let's figure out why that's happening. So I asked her why she thought she felt anxious at lunchtime. And she said, like, basically she was worried that something would come up or someone would ask her a question and she wouldn't know how to handle it and she wouldn't have anyone to ask because her manager was on break, right? And that was a situation that happened in the past, and she wanted to avoid that happening again because it made her feel so stressed out and so anxious and so overwhelmed when it happened before. So she wants to avoid those feelings from happening again. And so she would get anxious at lunchtime because she was worrying about that situation that might happen, that might make her feel stressed out. And the irony of it is she was feeling stressed out because she was worried about the thing happening because she didn't want it to stress her out. Like, our brains are so fucking crazy. And we do this shit all the time. Like, whenever you're worrying about something, you're probably creating the feeling you're trying to avoid by worrying about it. The only thing you're doing by worrying about it is stressing yourself out now, in addition to stressing yourself out when it happens, or stressing yourself out now for no reason because it's not going to happen. So, what is the solution then? The solution is to take back control of your feelings so that you know you can feel the way that you want to feel no matter what. Like, you don't have to... Number one, you don't have to feel stressed out by that thing that you think is going to stress you out. Number two, you get to feel the feelings that you want to feel, right? Like, so you want to lose weight because you want to feel happier. You want to feel more confident. You can feel those feelings right now, no matter where you're at, because your feelings don't come from your circumstances. They come from your thoughts. So the solution is to take back control of our thoughts so that we can take control of our feelings. And we do that by observing and changing our thoughts over time. So it's kind of a 3-step process is how I kind of think of it. So let me walk through an example. Let's do the example of losing weight because I feel like it is relatable. So if you want to lose weight because you think it'll make you feel more confident, what if you could feel the feelings of confidence right now, right? So step 1 is to observe the thoughts and beliefs that are running through your brain that are making you feel not confident right now. So that probably looks something like, I'm never going to be able to lose the weight. Every time I try, I fail. I'm a failure. I can't do this. I look like an idiot at the gym. I hate the way that my stomach looks in a bikini. Like, all of those thoughts are what are making you feel not confident right now. But we think that it's just the fact that we are overweight or we're not at a weight that we want to be at. We think the solution to feeling confident is reaching our goal weight. And like, once that happens, life is going to be perfect. Everything's going to be good. All my problems are going to be solved. I'm going to be happy. I won't have any problems in my life. I'll feel confident once I hit my goal weight. But the thing is, you're not going to. Like, have you ever reached a goal, whether it was weight loss or not, and then realize that you still feel exactly the same as you did, and like it was happy for like 10 seconds, and then you just go back to feeling the exact same way that you felt before? It's because your circumstances don't determine your feelings, your thoughts do. And if you don't address the thoughts that are making you feel not confident at the weight you're at right now, those thoughts are still going to be there when you're at your goal weight. You're still going to be criticizing yourself, criticizing your body, finding things that make you feel insecure, and you're still not going to feel confident if you don't address those underlying thoughts along the way, right? So step number 1 is observing those thoughts that are making you feel insecure right now. And then step 2 is systematically working to change those thoughts, rewrite those stories, rewire your brain. We're literally rewiring your brain and changing those default thoughts, those default beliefs that we have that make us feel like shit, right? So instead of thinking all those thoughts that make you feel like shit, thinking things that either make you feel good or at least move you toward neutral. So thinking things like, I can do this, I'll lose the weight as long as I stay consistent, I'm not a failure, everyone starts somewhere. It's going to depend on you. You have to find beliefs that you can kind of get behind. It's sort of like positive affirmations, but I don't really believe in having positive affirmations that just don't seem believable to you, because that's not really effective, right? So thinking of thoughts that you can actually get behind, that you can believe, and maybe that means not going from I hate my body to I love my body, but going from I hate my body to I have a body. I have a human body, and human bodies have rolls on their stomach, something more neutral, whatever's going to work to help you move toward neutral and then move toward positive. So this does not happen overnight, right? We have default thoughts. We literally have circuits in our brain that are so ingrained, they're so default that those are the thoughts we automatically think and the feelings that we automatically create, right? So it's going to take some time to change those. But once you, number 1, become aware of your thoughts and start observing them, and then work toward those more neutral, more positive thoughts, over time, those will become your new default thoughts, the new circuits in your brain. And then step 3 is feeling the feelings that you want to feel right now, right? So feeling the feelings of confidence in your body now. Literally, close your eyes and imagine that you already have the body that you want, or that you're just able to feel confident as fuck in the body that you have right now, whichever one works for you, to bring up the feelings of confidence in your body right now. Because that's really what you want. You don't want to lose weight. You want to feel more confident. You don't have to wait until work isn't busy, until you have a new job, until you have a relationship, until you lose the weight. You don't have to wait to be happy. And if you just keep waiting for the next thing to make you happy, you're going to be waiting your whole life, because you're always going to be able to find reasons to be unhappy if you're looking for them. But you get to be happy and confident and loved and secure right the fuck now. Okay, I hope you loved this episode as much as I did. I hope it helped you see things a little bit differently. And by the way, this was a recording of a live video that I did on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you're following me on there. I usually go live once a week. I also post throughout the week. You can see more behind the scenes of my life after quitting my job. And I would love to connect with you on there. You can find me at Lindsay M. Hansen. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend or a coworker who needs to hear it. And hop over to Apple Podcasts to leave a review. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.